Hey YouTube, it's me, Bandit Jack, still around, doing fine. I know it's been a while, probably 3 or 4 weeks since I posted. I apologize. It's hard to find enough material to even talk about each week, much less, it's hard to find material to talk about now, much less every week. But I've moved into a new place, so I don't know, I guess it may look somewhat similar with this direct behind me, no, it's an all new place. In fact, I'll turn the camera on, then you can see I've got lots and lots of boxes back there. I think you might be able to see some of them. So we've got a bit of a mess to clean up, but that's okay. We're slowly going through it. I've gotten some books out on bookshelves and whatnot. Okay, so I started on August 6th, weighed in for my pre-op doctor's visit at 389 and a half. I am officially, I weighed yesterday morning, and I was 351.3 or something like that, and I spent all day yesterday moving, and so I'm betting I'm under 350 easy right now. Probably in the neighborhood of 348, 349. That would be my guess. I know that may seem a bit crazy, but watching my weight, I have seen how much I can lose in just a day or two. It's pretty amazing. Didn't eat a whole lot yesterday, though I have on other days, and some days better than others. My weight loss has slowed quite a bit. I had my second fill on Monday, let's see, before that fill, I had a couple of experiences feeling stuck. No fun. Definitely, kind of slobbered up and was uncomfortable on a number of occasions. There are certain foods that just I don't do well with. Obviously, anything breads are tough. The dough, I think, just kind of balls up and easily gets stuck and hung up. So sandwich is tough to eat sometimes. Certainly not going to be able to do burgers. But since the second feel last Monday, almost a week now, I have really felt a lot more restriction. Almost every time I eat, I feel restriction. So that may be something we have to pull a little out. I'm not sure. I'm still waiting. Some of it is still me. I'm still learning to adjust how I eat. Especially how fast I eat with this band. I've had a very bad habit. I knew that this was going to be a tough adjustment for me, but I have a bad habit of eating very fast. And I know when I'm about to get stuck and when I've eaten too fast now, because I'll get the hiccups. I'll get the hiccups really bad. And I know I need to just stop and let that, see if that doesn't work its way through some. And, excuse me, kind of late. Almost 11 o'clock, a little after 11. I watched my Cowboys win. Didn't help my fantasy team any. I've got 3 or 4 of them players of the Cowboys on my fantasy team, and I still got, it was embarrassing. I think I scored 65 points my whole fantasy team. It's ridiculous. But my Dallas Cowboys did win, so that was nice to see them play halfway decent. And the defense actually step up and do some things, but I don't guess that's what you're watching this to hear me give you a color commentary on the Cowboys game, so I better cut that out. But anyway, so I had that feeling in my instance, and I felt a lot of restriction. Before that, I've only had one incident where I've thrown up. It's only been bad one time, and that was that was right after, I think, my last post, right after my first feel. I'm a grad student at UT Arlington, and I was on my way to a study group at the library there, and stopped to get me a sausage and cheese biscuit, and I ate too much too fast, and got real stuck, and it was really uncomfortable, and I was driving down the road when I was eating, and I pulled over, and it came up pretty easily. It was not particularly violent or hard. It just come up, and was not anything that I could. I mean, it came out. It wasn't anything I could somehow stop or prevent. It was definitely coming up. But like I said, I have a real bad habit of eating too fast. I suspect that developed when I was in the Army 30 years ago, almost now. And I've got to learn to slow down. I really need to adjust my eating. I eat a lot less than I ever have, and it feel full on a lot less than I ever have. And that's what this helps me do, I suppose. So that's all good. I continue to experience fairly consistent weight loss. Some weeks it's as little as a pound or two, and some weeks it's 3 or 4, 5 pounds. I'm going to begin we've just moved into this apartment literally yesterday. We've had it since the first of the month, but we haven't been able to get anything over here until yesterday when we had help and we rented a U-Haul and blah 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 and brought everything over. So, but it's a 3-bedroom, and I have a bedroom back there that I'm going to be using for not only kind of an office study space, but also for working out. I bought P90X, so I'm going to be doing that. It's not completely unheard of for somebody my size to do P90X. You can check out some of the testimonials online about that, but it's not unprecedented by any stretch. And I'm looking forward to having a lot of success at that. I think a little bit of working out is going to go a long way with as little as I'm eating. I may need to actually increase my calories to be able to keep up with that level of workout, but we'll see how it goes. I'm worried about excess skin, and I'm hoping good, hard, intense physical workouts will help firm some of that up. There's certainly that suggestion. I don't want to have skin removal surgery by any stretch. Probably won't ever. So hopefully this is goodness, it can't hurt. Lord knows I need the exercise. And I've had successful exercise before. I just didn't have the diet to go along with it, so I'm hoping the lap band is kind of the last piece of that puzzle for me, and I can get back in shape. I mentioned I was in the Army. When I got out of the Army, I was 145 pounds. So it's pretty sad to have been in 25 years it's gotten this bad, but it has. Definitely has. I guess about 20 years. About 25 years ago I went into the Army, but it's been a little over 20 years that I got out. So that's kind of the state of things. Down 40 pounds. I've been under 350 before. I've gotten as low. The lowest I've gotten in the last 4, 5, 6 years has been 330, and I could never get underneath that, much underneath that. It was always 328, 329, and I could never get past that plateau. So I'm hoping I can. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm hoping I can. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to. I have lots of clothes I haven't been able to wear in a long time. I'm definitely, the clothes that I was wearing at 390, I definitely look rather frumpy in now. And there are some clothes that I've already started wearing that I hadn't been able to in a while. So steady progress. All is good. I'm doing well. My health seems good. I don't know if you've ever heard of 23andMe. It's one of those genetic testing services. It's about $100, and you provide them with some saliva, and they look to see what sort of genetic factors, what are you at risk, what sort of diseases and things you're at risk of, what your risk factors are. And quite frankly, mine are pretty good. Nothing to reduce risk of Alzheimer's, reduce risk of Parkinson's, things like that. And found out that I am 99.3 European. I'm like genetically pasty. So, anyway, that's about it. Not a lot to report, other than new place to live, steady as she goes, I guess is the way I would put this. So, stay tuned. I'll continue to post. I'll try to be a little bit more regular if there's enough demand for it, but quite frankly, there's just so little to report from one week to the next that it just seems a little silly to do it weekly. But can certainly do this a little less frequently. So I will continue to at least periodically update y'all. for anybody who's paying attention. Thanks. I'll talk to y'all later.